Hey everybody, jumping on earlier. It's early July, hotter than hell out here, so it's early evening. I'm back out here in the garden. Let me show you all around. We got some good stuff, we got some bad stuff. Let's talk about it. Alright, so I have my pail here where I stick all of my harvested fruits. Let's go inside here. Now, first off, grapes are taking off. Grapes are taking off great. Looking really good. All the way out here. Almost taking up this whole gate already. As you can see, burros in there having fun. What you doing, buddy? Walking through the watermelon. Those are sugar baby watermelons. We got 3 sugar baby watermelon plants here. Our raspberries are doing good. Burro likes messing with the raspberry bush. Blackberry's doing real good. That thing has got so tall it's fallen over. Our lemon boy plant is doing great. I did grab a tomato off of that and tried it. It was spectacular. Now we have one down here that's ripe, needs to be picked. I'll pick that one here in just a second. We have a Cherokee purple right here, just getting ready to start turning. Big, beautiful. That thing's amazingly huge. Another one's back there, and they'll continue to grow up this trellis. Now this trellis is leaning heavy. Look at that. I do need to get some aircraft cable. That way my stuff will not sink. But look at that. Looks really good. Time to come back in here and get rid of some low relief stuff. Or I could just leave it and let the plant go through the problems, which there really isn't any problems. I don't see any leaf discoloration. I don't see any pest pressure. I don't see anything really messing with these plants right now. Now the shade cloth, amazing. I'm going to do its whole other video, so stay tuned for that. But look at those fruits. You can see them all in the back there. All the cherries, they're all done, ready to be picked. We have huge clusters of the delicious tomatoes. We've got big ones of the beefsteak back there. Really great. So this round of tomatoes turned out fantastic. Now in front of that, we got the cantaloupes, which finally started putting on some fruit. Watch out, burro. Say we got a cantaloupe, a couple more cantaloupes down the line. We'll cut it off once a couple more form. That way they can focus on that. We don't want a bunch of fruits that end up being small and insignificant. We want decent sized fruits. Now the peppers, I just harvested a bunch of peppers. Turned out great. The peppers have been doing fantastic. They're getting bigger. Have to come in and give a little nutrient boost every time that I come in here and pick them off. They need that nutrient boost once you deplete them, because they need that to kick back on some new flowers to produce new fruits. So anytime you pick your peppers, hit them with some nutrients, help them out. Now the corn not so good. I might have 1 or 2 ears of corn that I can still eat. I went on vacation, came back, and we had a drought for a few days. Literal 95, 96 degree weather drought. It was probably about 3 or 4 days straight. And I think they didn't get any water before that. So I guess they missed this when they were supposed to water. Anyway, not a big deal. Oh well. Last year we only got 2 ears of corn total. We had poor pollination. Didn't really try to do anything with it. And the 2 ears of corn that we did get, being the fact that it was so hot and humid, they ended up developing corn smut. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a Mexican delicacy, but not for me. It's more of a mushroom type of fungus that grows on a corn when it's hot and humid. So check that out if you haven't. Very interesting. Let's move on to the onions. Now I did give them a little trim. That's going to encourage more leaf growth, which more leaves equals more layers of an onion, if you didn't know. So let's see if we can get a little peek, see if we can see. Oh yeah, got some nice onions going on. Now I did harvest the smaller bed of onions that I had that one of my animals killed off by laying on top of them. Did get a decent little harvest off of that. Probably some salad tomatoes or I mean salad onions or something similar to that. They're very small, which I'm alright with that. Now look at these peppers. Look at these sweet peppers. Not quite ready yet. Not quite ready, but they will be here soon, and we'll be picking those. The key to it is picking them way before they're ripe. That way the plant will continue to produce flowers and produce fruit. Now when it gets really, really hot, some of your flowers may just drop off due to the heat, which is perfectly normal. But what's helped me out is this 40% shade cloth. It's really helped them out. I haven't had any plants drooping because of the heat. Now I have had some get depleted and are just having overall pest issues, like these eggplants. They're just getting decimated by pests. So what I'm going to do is I will harvest the couple of eggplants that are on, and then I will yank those out of here just like I did the green beans. As you can tell, the green beans are gone. The purple beans are gone. A couple of the cucumbers succumbed to pest pressure. They got snacked on by the vine borer, as expected. And these are almost about cooked. You can see this one right here has got a powdery mildew going on. Getting ready to yank this one out too. Just waiting on a couple of these nice cucumbers to finish out. Once they finish up here next day, I might go ahead and pick them right now while I'm just sitting here and just go ahead and do it. But we have a couple over here ready to go. One back there might need an extra day. After that, we'll give them a chop. Give those a yank. Maybe leave these in it for a couple more days, maybe another week. But definitely get rid of this powdery mildew one. We do have a second round of cucumbers going in. Burpless, munchers, and I can't remember the other one. If I can think of it, I'll put it up there, or you'll see it when they come in. Now in front of that, we've got watermelon. Our which one is this? This is our Crimson Sweet, I believe. Now we do have a couple of watermelons on these. Now this one did get really long before it actually produced me a melon, which is right there. More cantaloupes. We have about 3 cantaloupes right there coming on, and I might chop that off after these right here develop. We only want a certain amount of fruits on these vines. We don't want to overload them and end up with smaller fruits. Now I did put 3 more tomatoes. This is a Mr. Stripey, which is a bigger beefsteak style tomato. Now we have the Super Sweet 100 and a Super Sweet 100 right here. Now these are supposed to be the best cherry style tomatoes. I guess we'll see. And right here is our other watermelon plant. You can see we got nice watermelon. Another one forming there. That's it. Time to replant green beans. Time to replant something in that. Get ready for the fall garden. I'm going to go ahead and chop out these corn plants. Get these corn stalks out of here. Plant some new corn, probably in the same spot. Maybe. I might not put corn in here. You never know. I might. We need to do a second round of corn. I want a redemption story on the corn. So I think we might go ahead and run a second round of corn. An early corn. Early one within like a 70-day corn. That way I can still have time to harvest it. So we have a couple of watermelons here. The sugar babies. Actually, no, those are Jubilees. These are a Jubilee. That's a Jubilee right there. And if you look, these sugar babies are starting right there. Nice little sugar babies. I believe there's one right here as well. Yep. Got those going. Love watermelon. One of my favorite fruits. That and grapes, which is why I loaded up on my grape plants. Now if you want, you can go over check out the orchard. Now these, I mistakenly did not drill holes in these buckets, and the soil became anaerobic, which means without oxygen. So they're stunted, not growing as good as all of the other tomato plants. Obviously, look at that. So I drilled some holes in the bottom, set them out here in the daylight in the sun where it gets the most sun at. Leave them here for a couple days, let them dry out, and then we'll start the process of fixing them. All right, so let's move over here. The blueberries have started moving finally. If you don't know, you have to get your pH just right for the blueberries or else they will not grow. They like a lower acidic pH soil, like around a 4.5. These are the sugar baby watermelons, which we have another one right there. And I'm only going to let a couple grow on each one of these plants. Underneath the plum tree, we got the strawberry. I don't know why I put that single strawberry plant there. Now this thing is looking amazing. Now we got a little while before this thing's going to put on any fruit. But overall, right now is the time to shape the tree, which is what I'm doing now. So down here in between, and another sugar baby watermelon. Melon there. Hopefully we get some more melons going. We got a couple that were aborted that died off, but probably due to the heat. And in front of that, apple tree. This is a Snow Sweet, I believe, or Candy Crisp. Looks really good. That's a Macintosh, actually. That's a Macintosh apple. Okay, so that looks really good. Coming on down here to the Snow Sweet. This one has the strawberries underneath it, which those are doing great. And you can move up the plant, really taking shape, doing its thing. A couple apples that are on there doing really good. Can't wait to try those. First homegrown organic apples. And moving on here, we have another apple. Now this is the Candy Crisp apple. This is the one that has majority of the strawberries. As you can see, look at that. Doing amazing. I need to grab a couple of these runners off of here and make new strawberry plants. If you don't know about that, check out strawberry runners. There's plenty of videos on that. I might do one myself. But moving up, look at the Candy Crisp apple. That's an amazing tree. Now the apple starting to turn color. Tree's doing really good. Got a lot of growth. Might have to come in here and do a lot of trimming out. Get rid of a lot of that. Got to shape the tree. Same thing coming along here to this pear tree. Now this is a D'Anjou pear tree. D'Anjou, I don't know how you say that. Someone correct me down in the comments. But beautiful tree. I can't wait to actually get fruit off of this in the next couple years. And I do not have any fruit underneath that one. I should, but I just didn't have that many strawberry plants. I put 4 plants over there and they just exploded. That tree over there it's had strawberries in it the longest. The rest of them, that's the second longest. And then I had 1 extra strawberry plant and I put it in that one. So coming back over, now this one right here is the newest tree that's been in the pot. And it's another pear tree, which I have not tied down or done any training to. And this is a Claps favorite. I don't think I've ever had one of these before. I saw it. They had it marked down. It was leaned over and not doing so good in the pot, so they gave it to me on a discount. So I bought it. Now we'll see how it does. Now I'm sure it's got a couple of years before it puts on any kind of a fruit. But we'll see. Other than that, we're pretty much golden. We got the fig tree here that hasn't really moved much, but I imagine they don't until the roots get established and then they start moving. Grape, that thing's taking off crazy. I got to find out where I'm going to put that and how to trellis that and what I want to do with it. This one, same exact thing. This has been in this bucket for a couple of years. As you can see, it looks a little bit more woody as opposed to a little bit more green, fresh growth. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this plant. It can't stay in there any longer after this season right here. Next season it will most likely put on fruit, so I need to get it in somewhere and get it going. And we have the grapes. Now that's an overall look at the garden. Give you a little step back. Now, that's an overall look of the garden. Rain barrels I need to hook up more. And that's it. So if you guys are interested in starting your own kind of garden up, don't hesitate. You still have time. There's still around 90 to 100 days left, depending where you are. Maybe not time to put it from seed, but I'm sure there's plenty of stuff at your local Home Depot, Lowe's, or wherever you can find plants. Okay, with that, I'm gonna get to harvesting some of these tomatoes. Like today's video, subscribe to the channel, all that same old stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week. We'll see what else we have going on. See ya.